Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I think I am going to have a go at making some cards. Now I need a card for my nephew, so that's my primary objective this morning. And also when I picked out some of these things, I was looking at, I've got the rest of the remnants of a Stamperia Cosmos 12x12, and these were part of the pack, and I don't cut them out today. I must have cut them out before with the intention of using them for something and didn't use them, but I thought they'd be perfect. So what I've done is I've got some craft card, and it's A4, and I have just cut it. The width is about 21, I think, is it? I've got my measurements all right. Yeah, about 21. So I've just cut it at 10.5 in height and folded them, so they're roughly 10.5 by 10.5 centimeters. And then my plan is to put some mixed media paper on like that, and then I'm going to decorate that a bit and then pop one of those on top. So you're actually not going to see very much of that background at all, but it's not going to stop me having a play. That is the plan. Let's see how we go. Now what I've done is I've pulled out my brush hose and I had a little play with my brush hose, and I do love them. I really love them, but I don't know if they're the right colours. I kind of wanted to get a bit more grey, and I don't know, maybe brown, I don't know. So I've had another little play, and I thought I'll try and use my Distress Oxides and create a similar effect. It's not going to be the same as that, but with my Distress Oxides. So that's what I'm going to have a go at. So, and if you look at these, you're literally only going to see a fraction of stuff around the outside, so we don't need to worry about what goes on in the middle. And I've got a stamping block. It's disgusting. It needs a very good clean. And I've got some Distress Oxides. Now, I don't know whether or not... No, I'm not going to do that. Let's have a go. I've tried two ways. I've put some paint, Distress Oxide on block. I've given it a bit of a... You can already see where it's bubbled up there. We could try and use that actually. What I will do is just get rid of... There's a big blob of water in the middle. Might just get rid of that. And remember, we're looking right at the edges really, is what we want. So don't worry too much about anything else. And getting quite a lot of this on there. Put that down there. Right, that will do for a minute. Now the secret to this is layers and drying between layers. So I'm going to dry this and then I'll be back. Right, let's have a go with some grey. Now the other way to do it is to put it on your board, which is what I've done as well. I'm giving it a spray, a spritz, and then use your block to pick some up. Sometimes it works, sometimes it just gets a lot of colour. But, oops, like that. I don't know if you can see on there. We'll have a go at using some of these. It's a bit too much there, but we can work with it. I like those. And of course, you don't have to do anything like this. You could just shade it in if you wanted with oxides or inks. But I was trying to bring in some of the colours from the paper, but without it being too intense. That will do, I think, for that. So I could have left that on my mat. Right, let me dry that one, and I'm going to perhaps pop a little bit of green in. Well, I'm not sure about the green. I have got cracked pistachio, which would probably be my first choice, but I've also got shabby shutters, but just in distress ink. I don't know what that will be like, and I don't want much of it either, so I'm just going to see what I can use a little bit just in the caps. I'm just trying to get it so you've got little sort of speckles rather than, I mean, when you press it down it does obviously spread out, but that's okay. I'm just trying to use some colours from the papers. And if you wanted to, you know, do the whole effect, you could, you know, if you wanted something that was, I just want the edges, so there's pointless putting too much in the middle. That's the kind of thing I'm going for. All right, let's try the frog, because that has got some green in it. But I'm hoping that I could put that on top of there like that. Might have been better to dry that before I stuck that on there, but you get the idea anyway. So what I'm going to do is carry on doing those till I've got them all for my my card, and then I'll come back. Right, so I've got a stack of backgrounds with the images, and I've tried to sort of pick the colours from each one to match. I've looked at this one, well, I've picked this one out, it's probably because it's my least favourite one. And I'm just trying to work out, do I want to add any silver? Do I want to put that straight? Do I want to add silver around the edge of this? Do I want to add it silver around the edge of the card? Do I want to put that on like that and add silver around the edge of this? I just don't know. And since I'm not sure, I think I'm just going to have a play with that one, and then we'll see see how we feel. I feel like I need a touch of something, but I don't know what. So I think I'm going to try silver around the edge of the, not this, but the actual panel, the Stamperia paper. So I'm going to stick this onto the card. That was, just going to try and centre that, not worry too much about it. Oops. That will do like that. Now, I think I'll just have a go. Let's get a bit of scrap there. I've got a silver pen. And if I don't like it, I won't do it on the others. Well, I could use gold, but I thought with the cooler tones, this silver would look, well, better than gold. Let's put the pen there. Give it a second to dry. What do we think? Does that add or take away? I think I quite like it, so I think I'll probably keep that. So I did cut out somewhere some pieces of packaging, just a bit of the old Amazon packaging, the corrugated card one I think I'm going to use. Or will that add that too much? I'm just going to lift it up. No, I think that will do. That's what I'm going to do. A bit of the old, you know, you could use a thinner piece of card, particularly if it's going in the post or something like that. And I might change my mind and do that. But let's just see how we go with that. And I've deliberately done it quite a bit smaller than the panel so that you can't see it. I love using the stuff that you get free, like boxes and packaging, but I don't really want it to be the main focus of my card. There we go. And then I'm going to pop that on there. And now let me just put my head over it and make sure that that is roughly, whoops, central, and then I'll just move it again afterwards. There we go. So I quite like that as a little simple card. And then I might cut out some happy birthday. I've got some chipboard happy birthdays somewhere, which I might find and things. But I might leave them blank until I know who they're going to, because if you don't know what purpose they're for, it's sometimes easier to leave the sentiment. So I think I like that one now. And I think I will do that with all of them. So I'm going to press ahead and do that, and then I'll show you them at the end. Right, so here are the cards. We've got the frog one, I think was the first one that I did, with the kind of thicker packaging. And oh no, the feather, wasn't it? Perhaps, I don't know. But the feather and the frog have thicker packaging. And then I've used the thin stuff, that still Amazon packaging, but it's just the thinner, just like card envelopes. You probably can't even see it actually, but I've just popped it under each of these ones just to lift them up a little bit, but so that they're not too bulky, that they can go internationally if I want to send them. So those are they. I've made a couple of envelopes. This one is, I think, paper from Auntie May's Lush Forest. I think that's what that is. So, you know, that would look quite nice in there, probably. And then I bought this one at the weekend. It's the one that Antonio was showcasing, gilded tapestry or something like that. That is beautiful paper. And so, yeah, something like that, or maybe the feather one perhaps would look better in there. I've only done a couple of envelopes, the reason being that if I want to send them internationally, these flat ones, say, they fit, because they were cut from a piece of A4 paper, they fit nicely into a DL envelope like that. And because this is slightly bulkier, I can put my ATC under this bit here, and that will fit in, and it will still be very thin, and it will still just be a normal like international standard letter. You won't need to worry about extra postage because it's thicker. Now I'm going to show you my nephews. I have to be careful with it now. I've already recorded this once, but for some reason the video didn't record, so I'm just doing it again. The envelope I've made with my masterboard paper, which I love, and I thought it was lovely with the colour, so I'm using that one. And I'm going to have to kind of hold that on there probably, because I didn't show you it before, because I showed you the reverse of it, but I've now stuck it on. It's just got a little wooden banner on it, which I've covered silver, but I have popped his name underneath, and so I will keep that you know, private. But on this top here, I've used one of my well, it's like a little, just a glass nugget, but I stuck them onto, well, I think I stuck them on all sorts of papers, but this one's on a map paper. I don't know if you can see that. See if I can. Bit of old map paper. Anyway, I just thought that looked nice on there. And this envelope obviously is slightly bigger because it needs to accommodate these extra bits which have been stuck on. So I'm going to leave that one there. Whoops. Hopefully that's not too visible. And then, yeah, these are the ones that I've made. I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed making them, and I like how they've turned out. You know, I've got a birthday card. I haven't put sentiments on these because I'm going to save it until I know what I'm sending the card out for. And that way I've got plenty of spare cards for swaps and thank yous and things like that. So thank you all very much for watching. Do take care. Have a lovely day, and I'll be back again soon. Bye for now.